I bought the world's smallest GameCube, which is supposedly 90% smaller than a regular GameCube, and so in this video, we're going to unbox it, test it out, tear it down, and see if this thing is even real. Alright guys, ooh, we got a nice little GameCube Nano Pelican case here, and dude, this thing is tiny. I mean, just for initial reference, you can see the Pelican case is actually not much larger than the GameCube itself, so I can't imagine how small this GameCube Nano is, but let's check it out and see what's inside. You guys are not ready for this. Oh my goodness, this thing is absurdly small. There is no way this is real. There's no way this thing works. I mean, look at this. It's the size of my eyeball. It fits in the palm of my hand. The photos and video do not do it justice. It's smaller in person. Holy crap, that's tiny. Now guys, I wanted to know why it's so impressive this thing is tiny, and it's because it's not emulation. This is real hardware inside. There's no Raspberry Pi. It's not like emulating games on your phone or PC or whatever. There is a real trimmed down Wii motherboard supposedly inside of this thing, running natively GameCube games. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's see what else is in this package here. So we've got our sticker, CrazyGadgetmods, who is the guy that made this thing. So if you want to contact him and get one for yourself, go ahead and check that out. Also got a charging cable, brick. Oh, and these are how you connect controllers to this device, which we'll get into later. But guys, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this little tiny miniature device, and we'll start by comparing it to a real GameCube. And yeah, definitely about 90% smaller. You can even see the front details are about the same with 4 controller ports, 2 memory cards. Clearly this one is 3D printed because that's what you have to do with these small custom devices. And even the top looks the same. We actually have all 3 buttons. Wait, hold on. Do these buttons work? They look like they might. We'll have to test those. That's actually awesome. And then flipping to the back, you can see we even have our little handle here, so you can make it portable. You could straight up put this on a keychain, man. It's so small. And also, oh, I forgot, this thing's got HDMI out. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's put the GameCube to the side now and take a closer look at this device. And yeah, we got HDMI out, a USB-C port here for our power. Also have a heatsink in there, so I assume our fan. Okay, so actually there's a fan on the bottom. So fan probably sucks in air and pushes it out the back. Also got some rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't, slide around on the table. And then here on the sides we have our vents. Dude, it looks just like a GameCube. This is amazing. I mean, the only thing it's missing is the 2 rubber feet on these little indentations right here, which would have been, I don't know, that would have been next level. Now guys, I just wanted to note something here that I somehow missed. Apparently the rubber feet on the bottom of this GameCube are the exact same rubber feet as the bottom of the Wii. I mean, you can see the size and shape and everything matches up perfectly. Now obviously these rubber feet are from a black Wii and this is a white Wii, but that's just an awesome little touch. But man, this thing is crazy. Let's go ahead and test out these buttons and see if this disc tray actually opens. Will it? Oh, it doesn't, but it's a button. And I also wanted to mention we even have the player number dots above the controller ports here for player 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just a nice little touch there as well. And guys, just for some more size comparisons here, let me just show you how small this thing is. So it's only about 2.5 inches wide. And then we have a Switch Lite here, which looks humongous compared to this thing. Just absurd. Also an Xbox Series X controller. You can, it speaks for itself. And then of course we have to compare it to my custom portable GameCube console here, which is already, I feel like, fairly small. And then you just got this thing that brings it to another level. And then of course our monstrous 8-inch screen portable PS2 device, which is just like 1,000% larger than this thing. Like what do I say, man? All right guys, let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in though and see if it's real, see if it actually works. I don't trust it, but let's try it out. On one hand, I actually think it would have been cool to eliminate the adapters and just do one giant port right here for one controller. Just a thought there, but let's go ahead and plug these things in and see if this thing turns on. Are you tired of driving down to your local casino to play blackjack and slots? Well, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Golden Nugget Online Casino, now you don't have to. With Golden Nugget Online Casino, it's as simple as pulling out your phone, opening up the App Store, downloading the app, and then you're ready to get the Vegas experience right from the comfort of your own home. Once you're in the app, you can play over 300 real money games, anything from slots, table games like blackjack, live dealer games like craps,
and a 3 it is.
jackpots like Apes Dynasty, or even some Gold Nugget exclusives like Piggy Blitz Disco Gold. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead and download the Golden Nugget Online Casino app and sign up using my promo code JACOBR. New players deposit $5 and get a deposit match of up to $1,000 in casino bonus funds. Plus, play $5 and get 250 casino spins on a featured game. Again, use the promo code JACOBR and make any moment golden with the Golden Nugget Online Casino app. All right, let's test out our power and oh, yo, it's got an orange light. Yes, it matches up perfectly, dude. That's crazy, man. It's got a custom boot animation too. Hold up. That's just absurd, but it looks like we have RV Loader here, which is essentially the software that people use for custom consoles like this, portable consoles, that sort of thing. So no surprise there. And as you can see, we've got a bunch of different tabs. We have like our home, GameCube games, we got Wii games, virtual console games, which I just selected there. Nothing loaded up yet, but man, this this fan, little tiny fan is going crazy, which is not surprising. You got to cool this little tiny thing. Which, like, just to mention, how is there a PCB small enough to fit in this side of this thing and run a GameCube? Like, I think he trimmed down a Wii motherboard to fit in here. A Wii motherboard is inside this thing, guys. A Wii motherboard. Hold on, guys. This is a Wii. The Wii motherboard is inside of there. But let's go ahead and test out a game to start with. We'll try out the GameCube game. We got Kirby Air Ride. We got Monkey Ball 2. We also got Super Smash Bros. Melee, which we'll try that out. And sure enough, we are booted up here to the main menu. We'll go ahead and boot into a match and play around a little bit. Now, the one thing I'll say, I mentioned this earlier, but the one downside here is the fan's actually really loud. So, like, you got to turn your volume up pretty high to, like, just kind of drown out the fan noise, which, again, understandable for how small this thing is. But let's go ahead and let's go with our classic DK oldies. DK oldies. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. No. No. And guys, remember, you are looking at a GameCube right here. This came out in 2001, and like this HDMI output looks really good. And I have not even messed with the settings, so there might be something to make it look even better. I'm not quite sure. We'll mess with that in a little bit, but yeah, this is very impressive for a 2001 console. So yeah, let's go back to the main RV loader menu here, though. Let's go ahead and try the reset button and see if that actually does a reset. It works, dude. That's just the icing on the cake is the functional buttons that actually work. Now, what happens if I press the eject button? Does that do anything? I guess it's just there for show. All right. But now back to RV Loader. Let's go ahead and check out the settings and see if it has some more details here that we can check out. We got different themes here, I believe. Okay, actually, we got a new background now. It's a little bluish background. And now the rest of the settings are pretty basic. You have a controller buttons tester, which is, pretty self-explanatory. Also, status says MX chip detected, which is the chip on a Wii motherboard. And then the about is just kind of some about details. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of these channels, though, and see if anything is preloaded here. Hey, we got Mario Kart Wii. Let's go. Let me see if I can boot this up and actually play it with a GameCube controller. Dude, this is so goofy, playing Wii games on a tiny little GameCube. I mean, this thing's like 2 inches wide. I mean, like, this is real hardware we're playing on right now, guys. The only difference is there are no discs, so we're playing off an SD card. Now, guys, speaking of SD cards, I am curious where the SD card goes in this slot. I don't know if you have to take the whole console apart to get to it, because I don't see a spot anywhere. I would assume, actually, thinking about it, I would assume if I plug my USB-C cable into my computer, I could actually access the SD card or internal memory. So let's try that next. All right, yes, loading it up. You can see it pops up as GameCube Nano here, and you can see all of our standard folders for apps, channels, RV Loader, all that kind of stuff. So you can come in here and load up, Wii games, GameCube games, Wii channels, virtual console games, all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna show you how to do that because there are plenty of tutorials out there on how to do that, but yeah, just another functionality to show here. Now, guys, next up, we got to take this thing apart. We got to see if there's a Wii motherboard inside, because I still don't quite believe it. There's just no shot there's a Wii motherboard in here. But let's go ahead and try to open it up and see what's actually inside. There are 2 screws here on the back. Does that hold the whole thing together? I guess so. Let's try it. Yes, there we go. Ah, nice. There it is, baby. And boy, that's crazy. Clearly very tight because there's just not much space in there, but you got wires flying everywhere. We've got our Wii coin battery there. We, of course, have our 4 controller adapter ports right there. Now, this piece right here seems to be a custom board with our power, our SD card right there, and then some leads over to our other side, which, yeah, that definitely is the Wii motherboard. You can see right there, that's pretty clearly a cut of a PCB down there. There's also another piece of the Wii motherboard right there, which is just the MX chip, and they're actually just wired together, which is just kind of wild to see. Now, to give you a little more context into this process, I wanted to show you some B-roll on the screen of CrazyGadget himself cutting down a Wii motherboard, and you can see he's basically just got a Wii motherboard and a Dremel, and he's going at it. It's a pretty tedious process and also a bit scary. And yeah, other than that, there are a few pieces down below it. I'm not going to try to take it apart because I do not want to break this thing. This is an expensive piece of machinery, which, by the way, let's address the $1,000 thing here. That's because of the R&D that goes into this, the amount of time it takes to assemble this and cut this motherboard. That is a very intensive process. I forgot what they call this trim, but it's like the Super Omega trim or something like that, because it's crazy. Like, again, you trimmed it down from this to that. Now, does all that work justify the $1,000 price tag? Maybe. I'll leave that up to you guys. It kind of depends if you're into this niche product. But guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.